Well, my wife made the fatal mistake, and here I am at the Guitar Centre. Of course, they've got great banjos, and I could easily walk out with this one. But she gave me a little Epiphone banjo for Christmas, and we were staying at Caloundra up the north coast of Queensland. And as soon as I got it, even not being able to help myself, I sat down, got straight online, worked out how to tune the thing because it wasn't in tune, and then I started messing with it. And the first thing that came naturally, I suppose, was just a bit of a roll. And I didn't realise at the time, but within the month we were going to be inundated with the biggest flood that we've seen since 1974. And it was a massive clean-up, and we got in there and we started to work on the place, and each day just became more and more bogged down with the emotional stuff we're finding in our shed and through the house, and it just made me get quite inspired. I had the banjo with me because it was in the back of the car, so each night we'd go home after cleaning up and I'd sit with a banjo, drinking a rum, just tinkering on it. And I remember the first words that came to mind were, we'd just sit down and just go, this old town is full of memories, from its lonely streets to the tall, tall trees, little houses built on an old floodplain. We dread the summer and we fear the rain. And straight away, I started writing this song, The River Runs. And it was just one of those compelling songs, I suppose, that really inspired me to just make sure it was in the mix of the record. And it had to have banjo on it too, because it was written on the banjo. So I'm really hoping we get a chance to get Brian Sutton, who's come into play, to emulate the same vibe that we had on the record. And it'll be really interesting to see what people think of it back home in Brisbane too, because I think everyone was affected in a different way, and everyone's friends and relations were affected in one way or another. And it brought everyone together. The thing I was inspired about most of all was it made families a lot stronger. And I think what it did, it brought communities together, because people are leaning over their fences saying, is there anything I can do? And on our clean-up, we had people just coming down the track from the army and from the local pie shop or from the local pet rescue, and just showed the community spirit is still alive and well in Queensland. And I was really, really proud to have been able to be a part of the clean-up too, but also to be treated so nicely by people you don't even know. So here's The River Runs. This old town is full of memories, from its lonely streets to the tall, tall trees, little houses built on an old floodplain. We dread the summer and we fear the rain. Well, they built the levee like none before, to heal the scars of '74. And just when we thought the day was won, we stood back and watched the river run. Oh, the river runs. Oh, the river runs. Voices calling from her rolling waters. We stood back and watched the river run. We stood back and watched the river run. Yeah. When a river runs, you can hear the sound. Better get yourself to higher ground. We hold our daughter and hold our son, and we stood back and watched the river run. Oh, the river runs. Oh, the river runs. Voices calling from her rolling waters. We stood back and watched the river run. We stood back and watched the river run.